Video begins. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. With the air getting crisp and the leaves turning orange, you know what that means? It's officially spooky season. And what better way to celebrate than by curling up with a fantastic Halloween movie? I've spent way too much time compiling this list, so whether you're looking for a family-friendly flick, a spine-chilling horror, or something in between, I've got you covered. Today, we're counting down 20 must-watch movies to get you in the Halloween spirit. Let's dim the lights and get started, kicking things off with a couple of animated classics. We have to start with The Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween movie? Is it a Christmas movie? Honestly, who cares? It's a masterpiece. Tim Burton's stop-motion marvel is visually stunning, and the story of Jack Skellington's holiday identity crisis is both spooky and heartwarming. A perfect movie to kick off the season. Next up, another gem from the same creative vein is Corpse Bride. This one is a bit more gothic and melancholic, telling a beautiful story of love, loss, and sacrifice. The visuals are hauntingly beautiful, and the music will stick with you long after the credits roll. It's a beautifully crafted, dark fairy tale. Now, let's shift gears to something for the whole family. You can't talk about Halloween movies without mentioning Hocus Pocus. The Sanderson sisters are iconic for a reason. This movie is pure, campy fun. It's filled with quotable lines, hilarious moments, and that perfect dose of 90s nostalgia. It's a Halloween ritual for so many people, and for good reason. Speaking of family-friendly movies, let's talk about Casper. This film has so much heart. It's a sweet, charming story about friendship and dealing with loss, all wrapped up in a fun, haunted house adventure. It's more likely to make you tear up than scream, but it's an absolute essential for the season. Alright, time to bring in The Witches. A 90s cult classic that deserves all the love is the craft. This film follows four high school outcasts who start practicing magic, and things quickly spiral out of control. It's a great mix of teen drama and dark fantasy, with a killer soundtrack and some truly iconic fashion. A perfect get-tour friends together movie night. And for a more whimsical take on witches, we have Practical Magic. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman play sisters from a magical family navigating love, life, and a family curse. It's a charming, cozy, and romantic movie that feels like a warm hug on a cool autumn evening. The perfect movie to watch with a pumpkin spice latte. Now, let's get a little spookier, shall we? First on our creepier list is The Others. This is a masterclass in atmospheric horror. Nicole Kidman is brilliant as a mother protecting her photosensitive children in a haunted house right after World War II. It relies on tension and suspense, not jump scares, and the twist at the end is one of the best in horror history. If you prefer your ghosts with a bit more of a modern, terrifying edge, you have to watch The Conjuring. Based on the real-life cases of Ed and Lorraine Warren, this film is genuinely frightening. James Wan is a master of building suspense and delivering effective scares that will have you sleeping with the lights on. It kicked off a whole universe for a reason. Let's move into the slasher category, and you can't have a Halloween list without Halloween itself. The 1978 original, of course. John Carpenter's film is the blueprint for the modern slasher. The minimalist score, the relentless presence of Michael Myers, and Jamie Lee Curtis's iconic performance as Laurie Strode make this an absolute, non-negotiable masterpiece. It's pure, uncut suspense. For a slasher that turns the genre on its head, you need to watch Scream! This movie revitalized horror in the 90s by being smart, self-aware, and genuinely scary. It plays with horror tropes while still delivering a thrilling whodunit mystery. It's clever, funny, and has some truly tense sequences. Who is Ghostface this time? Alright, let's get a bit more unusual. A personal favorite of mine is Trick or Treat. This isn't a single story, but an anthology of 4 interwoven tales all happening on the same Halloween night. It has a creepy, comic book feel and perfectly captures the mischievous and dangerous spirit of the holiday. And Sam, the little sack-headed creature, is an iconic Halloween mascot. If you like your horror with a heavy dose of comedy, look no further than Shaun of the Dead. This film is brilliant. It has a hilarious and surprisingly heartfelt story about a guy trying to get his life together during the zombie apocalypse. It's one of the best horror comedies ever made, full of witty dialogue and clever nods to the zombie genre. Let's dive back into some gothic horror with a Guillermo del Toro specialty, Crimson Peak. This movie is visually breathtaking. It is a gothic romance/ghost story that is less about jump scares and more about creating a lush, dark, and menacing atmosphere. Every frame is like a painting, and the story is full of dark secrets and twisted love. For something that's more of a psychological slow burn, check out The Blair Witch Project. This film terrified a generation and popularized the found footage genre. Its brilliance lies in what it doesn't show you. It's all about the power of suggestion, making your own imagination the scariest monster of all. Watching it late at night, alone, is still a terrifying experience. Let's lighten the mood again with another animated gem. Paranorman. This stop-motion film is incredible. It has a story about a boy who can speak to the dead and has to save his town from a centuries-old curse. It's funny, spooky, and has a surprisingly deep and important message about bullying and fear. A truly underrated masterpiece. And for the kids, or the kid in all of us, we can't forget it's the Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown! This is pure, unadulterated Halloween nostalgia. It's simple, sweet, and perfectly captures the childhood magic of the holiday, from trick-or-treating to waiting in a pumpkin patch for the Great Pumpkin. It's a tradition for a reason. Now for a modern horror classic, Get Out. Jordan Peele's directorial debut is a groundbreaking film. It starts as an awkward, meet-the-parents comedy and masterfully descends into a deeply unsettling and brilliant social commentary horror. It's smart, terrifying, and a film that will have you thinking about it for days. A true modern masterpiece. Let's do another comedy horror, but with a different flavor, The Cabin in the Woods. Much like Scream, this movie deconstructs the horror genre, but on a massive, insane scale. To say too much would spoil it, but if you love horror movies and want to see all the tropes get turned upside down in a hilarious and spectacular way, this is a must-watch. Our 19th film is for those who love folk horror, The Wicker Man. The 1973 original, of course. A police sergeant travels to a remote Scottish island to investigate a missing girl, only to find a pagan community with some very strange beliefs. The sense of dread builds and builds to one of the most shocking and unforgettable endings in cinema history. And finally, to round out our list, let's end with something that is just pure, unadulterated Halloween fun, Beetlejuice. Tim Burton's chaotic, creative, and hilarious film is a blast from start to finish. Michael Keaton's performance as the ghost with the most is legendary, and the whole film is a visual party of weird and wonderful things. It's the perfect movie to get you hyped for Halloween, and that's a wrap on our 20 Halloween movie recommendations. There are so many more we could have included, so I want to hear from you. What's your go-to Halloween movie? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this list, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and have a safe and spooky Halloween. Bye, everyone!